Top of the morning to you, beautiful humans. Let's talk about what not to ask a trans person. You ready? Let's go. All right, so this week on Paperboy, we are talking about what not to ask a trans person. So, once again, I have a unique perspective on this, being that I'm non-binary, and I don't know that all non-binary people feel the same way I do. But just through education of myself, being in the community I'm in with the trans folks, I've heard over and over quite a few things, quite a few times, repeatedly, of things not to ask. One being, don't ask someone what their birth name is. A lot of folks will refer to that as their dead name. This is not applicable to me. I go by Shel because it sounds more masculine, and my son picked that name for me. But I will be retaining my birth name, which is Shelly. My wife calls me Shelly when she's mad. My family calls me Shelly. I get called Aunt Shelly, Shelly. Doesn't bother me at all to be called Shelly. I will remain Shelly. I just prefer Shel. Don't ask. What not to ask is another one. Have you had the surgery? It's pretty amazing how many people think that you have one surgery and you automatically become another gender. It doesn't work that way, of course, we all know, but it's not proper to ask, have you had the surgery? Because as we know, there's more than one surgery involved when you are aligning your body with your mind. That one does kind of bother me, only because of the ignorance behind the surgery. It doesn't bother me because I feel like my privacy's been invaded, but it's just, it's not a surgery and then boom, you're different. Another one is, so do you have a penis? Not proper to ask for trans men, for trans women. So do you still have your penis? Not proper to ask. Another one would be, so how do you have sex? I mean, you know, that one's kind of offensive to me because it's like, everybody has sex the way they have sex. To my knowledge, there's not one way to have sex. Thus, all the different positions involved in sex. There's different kinds of sex. That's not proper to ask a trans person. What else is there? When did you become a boy? When did you become a girl? That one doesn't bother me, but there's so many people that feel like they were born into the gender they're transitioning into. They feel like they were born with that gender. For instance, me, I'm transitioning to male. I use FTX to describe myself just because I'm not quite sure where I'm going to land at the end of all of this. I recently took myself off of finasteride, which blocks DHT, because I didn't feel like I was experiencing changes quick enough. So I don't know where my final journey is going to be, but it's offensive to a lot of folks to say, you know, when did you become a girl or a boy? Because most trans folks identify that they've always been the gender that their insides tell them they are, and they were just assigned a different one at birth. I, being that I transitioned late in life, I'm 50, I do feel like I am becoming a man. I don't feel like I was born a man. I feel like I should have been born a boy. That's my thinking on it, is I feel like I should have been a boy. I wanted to be a boy, but I don't feel like I was born a boy at birth. I was very clearly born a girl, and I was raised as a girl. I was very much a tomboy, and I told everybody that asked me when they said, are you a boy or a girl? I told everyone I was a boy. But I lived 49 years as a female, and so I do feel like I'm becoming male. But that's me personally. For most trans folks, that's an offensive question, so you should not ask that. can't really think of any others, because there's certain questions you can ask that are educational, like, how do you take hormones? You know, I think that that's an educational question. But that's the ones I can think of that would fall to the not category, and I don't want to get off topic, so that's my take on this week's topic. I hope everybody's enjoying the videos. We want you to hit like and share and subscribe if you're liking what you see, and if you have questions, as always, drop them in the comments. If I don't answer on my video, then someone will answer, or, you know, watch all the other guys, and if you have questions of them, ask them. We're happy that you're along for the ride. All right, everyone, have a great week. Peace and love.